Welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. We're just 32 days away from the election, 32 days away from you casting your vote. But there is huge news today, and there's something I want to talk to you about because it's driving me crazy. The jobs report came out today. The jobs report came out 254,000 jobs. 254,000 jobs added. That number for September is huge, and I mean huge. And it goes to, everywhere I look on the news, everywhere I look on YouTube, everywhere I look, for some reason, people are talking doom and gloom. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know how much better you need things to be. Everybody's talking like there's doom behind the next corner. And that's just not the case. That's not the case at all. The US economy, number one in the world. The US dollar, number one in the world. It's the number one currency in the world. The stock market, number one in the world. I mean, do I have to keep going on? I mean, the number one economy, the number one stock market, the number one currency. The United States is booming. It's doing extremely well. The economy's doing well. The country's doing well. I was just telling some people, I've gone to Costco the last few days. The lines are out the door. I mean, I'm talking about, I get in line, I'm the 10th person in line, and there's 20 lines open. And the carts are full. I'm not talking about two or three. The carts are packed. $600, $800, $700, $800. So where is this economy so terrible? Where is this happening? Because the United States seems to be booming. Interest rates are going down. Interest rates are coming down. Inflation has already come down. Gas prices are starting to come down. I mean, things are really, really good. And nobody's talking about it. And I can't figure out why. Somebody needs to tell me why I turn on all these different stations and no one is talking about the positive things going on in this country. And that's what I want you to talk about. That's what I want you to take off of today's show. That things are going extremely well. This country, the United States right now, is getting ready to boom like you can't believe. Over the next 3 to 5 years, sit back and watch, because AI is coming. And AI is a multi-trillion dollar industry. And the way we live our lives right now, the way we get work done, the way things are is completely about to change over the next few years. So what do I believe in right now? I believe in the U.S. stock market. I believe in U.S. corporations are going to continue to do well. We're going to continue to lead around the world. And for all of those people, oh, it's terrible. It's what about this and what about that? Stop. I'm asking you to stop, because at this point you just sound silly. Yeah, you just sound silly. I mean, some of you are literally, talking about, you better have this thing that can make energy out of the sun, and you better be able to plug in your phone. Otherwise, the electrical grid's going to go bad and blah, blah. You guys are just selling fear. For all of you guys selling fear, please stop. The U.S. is doing fantastic. The economy is doing really well. So the jobs market continues to increase. And I don't, do you really see a slowing down? Where is this slowing down happening? Because I don't see it. Well, the only place I see, are people buying as many expensive cars? No, I think some things have gotten overpriced. No question about it. So, for a couple of years there was a lot of easy money. And so car prices went up too high. Home prices went up too high. Now, do those prices need to come back down to earth? Absolutely. But do I see the U.S. economy a doom and gloom scenario? No. Anyone telling you they do is lying to you. There is no doom and gloom out there. And the stock market? If you're not bullish on the stock market, I don't know what you're doing, because this AI economy is just getting ready to completely explode. But anyway, welcome to the Dray Way. Welcome to, I know I'm starting to ramble on, but I'm just excited. I'm excited about this country. I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited about this election. We're about to have a woman president. Think about that. We're going to have a woman president in Mexico, a woman president in the United States. I mean, and in this hemisphere, 2 women leading these 2 countries, I think it's huge news. I think it's a huge deal. And I'm excited about it. I mean, think about this. We could have a woman president for the next 8 years. And I can't wait to see what that does to this country. I can't wait to see the promise of this country, because let me tell you something. I am extremely bullish on the next 8-10 years. And the thought that it could be a woman president, yeah, I'm excited. But, again, welcome. This is the Dray Way. We're 32 days out from the election, 32 days out. And, yeah, the big guns are going to be coming out. You're going to see Bill Clinton. You're going to see Hillary Clinton. You're going to see the Obamas. The Obamas are going to be hitting Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin. You're going to see that over and over and over again, because those 3 states are absolutely pivotal, because when she wins those 3, the election's over. Forget about North Carolina, forget about Georgia, forget about other states. She wins those 3, it's 270, it's over. But welcome to the show. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the U.S. economy and the U.S. dollar and the stock market? Give me your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments, because we have more to talk about. I know we're just getting started, but thanks for joining the show, and stick around. We got more to talk about. All right, we all know we're just 32 days away from the election, and we all saw the 165-page document from Jack Smith, and we all see once again Donald Trump is basically a criminal, and he's been indicted as a criminal, and he's going to face those charges, and in all likelihood, he's going to go to jail. So I don't even want to talk about today. I don't even want to talk about that or him. What I want to talk about is the future. I want to talk about what this country is going to look like over the next 4 years, because I believe in my heart of hearts we're about to have a woman president. But exactly what does that mean? Because I'm hoping along with it, and it looks like it is going to happen, we could not only have a Democrat in the White House, we could have a Democratic House and Senate. And to stop for a moment and think about that, to have blue in the White House, blue in the Congress, blue in the Senate, in the House, it has me sitting here thinking about all the things that can get done, because we have some real issues that have to be handled. We have some real issues. Of course, we want to make sure we get that border legislation passed. We want to make sure that we get those things taken care of. But now, as you can see, we have more infrastructure work to do. We have a lot more things to do in this country, because 2025 is right around the corner. And then when you look around the world, I mean, you got high-speed trains all over the place. You got, look, have you seen our airports? Do you know how outdated some of our airports are? I think we could spend $500 billion updating our airports, and I think that would be huge, because don't you think air travel is going to do nothing but increase over the next 30, 40, 50 years? And a lot of that infrastructure for those airports, they were built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So don't you think it's time to make the investment on increasing our ability? Because how many planes do we have in the sky at any one time? And it's just a matter of time before that presents a danger. It's time to get the United States infrastructure up to 2025 standards, that standard that's around the world. Because if you travel around the world, in some of these airports, you walk in and you're like, oh my Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And all of a sudden you have to fly in Detroit airport or Newark airport and you're like, ugh. So I'm back in the United States again. And I just think don't you think, I mean, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Don't you, first of all, let's just assume that we're about to have a blue House, a blue Senate, and a Harris in the White House. What are the top, tell me in the comments, what are the top 3 things you would like to see the Harris administration get first? Tell me what your top 3 things are. Because I know I have a top 3 for sure. And I'll discuss that at a later time. But I want to get your guys' feedback. I want to get your guys' comments. I want to know where you guys are. Where do you think we should start? What are the first 3 things that you think we should do? Let me know in the comments. We got more to talk about. Stick around. 32 days away. I have one more last thought. My last thought and the last thing I want to talk about 32 days out from the election is I want to talk to all of the people that are voting Republican. Because I've been asking this question on my TikTok. I've been asking this question on my lives. I've been asking this question from every Republican I meet or see, and no one seems to be able to give me an answer. But I'm asking Republicans, why? Why are you voting red? Why are you voting for a guy that's literally just been indicted as a criminal multiple times? And he's already been found guilty of 34 felonies. Why are you doing that? Because we want to know. We want to know why you vote Republican at all. I mean, there has to be a reason. There has to be something that makes you feel like you're Republican. I'm Republican because of this. And I just don't know what this is. Because in 32 days, the whole MAGA thing ends. It's over with. And he's going to be the biggest loser in election history. And history will see him as a huge, huge loser. And all of that MAGA stuff, all of that whole MAGA, Make America Great Again, that whole thing disappears. Or should disappear. Because let me tell you something. After the election, there's no wearing that stuff anymore. There's no showing up at a restaurant with that on or showing up on a plane with that on. Because people will just see that as offensive. And you'll be kicked off of planes. You'll be kicked out of restaurants. Yeah, that will happen. Because once he loses and once that whole MAGA thing is done, it'll just be seen as the racist trope that it is. It doesn't stand for greatness of a man. It stands for racism and the separation of people that he talks about all the time. Your leader talks about people, other people, and separating from them all the time. And that's not what the United States is about. That is not what this country is about. And Donald Trump doesn't represent anything that this country is about. You know, this country is supposed to be about truth and freedom. And let me tell you something, he stands for neither one. So just know this, Trump is going to lose. And then in all likelihood, he's going to be sentenced to prison. And that is the person you're thinking of voting for. And we're never going to understand it. We're never going to understand how someone can be a criminal and you still want to vote for him. But I would like to know in the comments, I would like to know, what is it that you think makes you Republican? Because I don't know anymore. It's not small government. It certainly isn't that, because every time we elect a Republican, there's no small government involved. And right now, there's plenty of Republicans screaming for more government intervention. There's certainly people screaming for government intervention in a woman's body. So that whole smaller government makes no sense when you're talking about governing a woman's body, does it? Anyway, we're 32 days out. Thank you for joining me at the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be counting them down 31 days tomorrow. If you haven't seen the prior shows, I hope you check them out. And please do subscribe. I thank you for being here. And let me know about what you think in the comments. I can't wait to read them. But until then, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.